What is going on, YouTube world? Welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be unboxing the Moto G Stylus of 2025, a budget device from Motorola that was released in early 2025, or maybe mid 2025, one of the two. But my first impression slash unboxing is coming up. So if you are not familiar with the Moto G Stylus from Motorola, it is their budget phone, and it's pretty much the best budget phone that they offer right before you get into the mid-range market, because based on the price category, this one is a budget phone. So you're looking at about $399 if you don't catch this device on sale. But if you can catch it on sale, the lowest I've seen so far this year is 284 bucks, and that was on Amazon. And then I also saw $299 at Best Buy. So if you want the unlock model, those are the prices you got to pay. But obviously you see we got the device here wrapped up in this protective coating here. First thing I want to do is go ahead and get this open and feel the material of this device. Because from my understanding, it's not made of plastic this year. Or is it not made of plastic? So I got this blue version of it. I forgot the name of it, blue. I think it's, what is it on the box? Gibraltar C. And then inside here, this little protection. And then as you know, you get a Type-C charging cable and some books. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, Motorola, this device has 68 watt charging speed, but no charger in the box. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go ahead and close this back up. And so far, the first impressions, I like the way it looks. It looks like a typical Motorola phone. That design language is just very similar across all the models on the lineup here. You see you have that dual camera setup. I'm not 100% sure if this is fake. I will be able to verify in testing, but I'm just not 100% sure. And then looking at the bottom of the phone, you can see we got that headphone jack, Type-C charging, and of course the stylus there. On the right side, power button, volume up and down keys. On the left side, you are going to have a nano SIM card slot, as well as a micro SD card slot. So based on what this device costs and what you're getting, this is definitely one of the best offers from Motorola, in my opinion, because they're not sacrificing any features that we were used to in the past. You know, smartphones these days don't have the headphone jack. They don't have the micro SD card slot for expanded storage. So when you see a device like this one here, and it has those features, it pretty much stands out. Let me go ahead and hit that stylus. All right, stylus does feel a little bit more, maybe a little bit more hefty this year. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. Definitely going to be comparing this to the 2024 stylus. I'm going to be putting this up against my A36. I'm also going to be putting it up against the Moto Edge of 2025. Those devices share the same display in terms of resolution, but it's not an edge display. So pretty interesting. Yeah, screen looks good so far on first boot up. So what I'm gonna do here now is go ahead and pause the video and throw some information in the device, and then I'll get back to it, give you my first impressions of it, and we can go from there. All right, guys, here we are. Got my information in the device on the Moto G Stylus in 2025. So as far as regular applications that I normally use, I got my number in it, and I'm going to be using it over the next couple of weeks, getting ready for a full review. So far, a fan of the phone. Number one thing that I like the most so far, okay, keep in mind this is the first couple hours, is the overall design. I do like the fact that it has that, I don't know, almost quad camera look, but it's not quite a quad camera. It just looks good. It just looks premium. And this color is actually pretty nice as well. And we all know about that leathery grip texture back there. Feels good in the hand too. It's definitely made of plastic. It's not metal. But the blue color does suit it nice. I'm a fan of that. And overall performance so far, Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 in this device has been pretty good. Couple things that I'm not a fan of. I'm gonna go ahead and get those out the way. It seems a little laggy when it comes to opening up these folders. Maybe it's just me and my pickiness, but I am coming right off the Moto Edge 2024 into this phone. So this is at 120 Hertz, while the Moto Edge is at 144 Hertz. Maybe with a future update, it can be a little fixed or a little bit better as far as the performance or how the animations look, because I can't say the performance is bad. Performance has been pretty good. I went ahead and enabled the RAM Plus mode to get a feel for it to see if it actually improves the multitasking and overall operation of the device here. Android 15 out of the box. Did get an update from Motorola claiming to fix some of the bugs and bring a little bit more stability to the device as well. So I didn't get this phone when it first came out, so I don't know exactly what some issues were previously, but I'm just going off how it is right now for me. So the other thing that I didn't like as well was the battery. The battery seems to be dying a little bit quicker on this one here. I had it charged to 100%. Now, I'm not going to judge it harshly so far on the battery because it's not fair. I just got the phone. It's not fair to do that. That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to give it a couple weeks to see if I see the same thing. I noticed that the battery seemed to be draining a little bit quicker than usual, and I'm not necessarily a fan of that. I had it at a full charge at what? 9:49? Yeah, at 9:49, 100%. And I did a couple things here and there, like, you know, playing music, watching some YouTube videos, typical things. And obviously we were definitely using it heavy when it came to installing my information on here. So I got to factor that as well. So I'm not going to knock it too hard on battery, but battery was definitely dying a lot quicker than normal. And it says Yahoo Mail 58%. I was not using Yahoo for that long. Actually. So that's those two things so far I am a little worried about, but I'm going to give it time and see. But other than that, phenomenal phone. Works really well. I'm going to be comparing this to the Moto G Stylus that I have here. I'm also going to be comparing it to all the Edge devices. 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of internal storage, Type-C charging, headphone jack, stylus of course, micro SD card slot over here, nano SIM as well, dual speakers, full HD display or full HD plus display. I believe it's 1220p by 2710, 2712. Super sharp display. Fan of that, definitely. The cameras of the Moto Edge, 50 megapixel, 13 megapixel ultra wide, and then you have a 32 megapixel front facing camera. Max resolution for video is 4K 30 frames per second. So definitely gonna be testing this thing out too. Camera seems to be promising. Don't really see much of a difference from the 2024 model. I'm being honest here, but yeah, gotta give it some time. I gotta give it some time. I'm not gonna judge it too harshly. But overall, first impressions, I'm a fan of it. I like it. I'm gonna be using it over the next couple of weeks, and we're gonna see exactly how I feel about it in the next couple of weeks. Was it worth it to actually get it? Another thing too is I haven't done any gaming or anything of that nature either, so I gotta install Genshin Impact. Well, as far as the real install, because when you download the app, it's not the real main file. It's like 40 gigs almost, pretty big application. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to be cutting the video off here, and let me know in the comment section below what type of content or coverage would you like to see with this device here, and what would you like to see be compared to? You want to see it next with the Moto Edge? You want to see it next to the Galaxy A36? Matter of fact, I don't need you guys to tell me. I'm going to put it up against the Galaxy A36. But anyway, thank you for watching the video. Like it, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your family and friends. See you guys in the next one. Peace.